Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Max Stacy channel. For this month of recipes, since August continues to remain the most popular birth month, we will be doing our third round of August Appetizers, where we'll be making 4 more different types of appetizers for you to make for any statistically likely party that you will be having this month. For this first episode, we will be making some baked brie with fig jam. For this recipe, you will need 1 large 12 to 16 ounce round of brie, a quarter cup or so of store-bought fig jam, or if you want to make it from scratch, you will need a half cup of figs. I recommend using fresh figs, but I couldn't find any, so I'll be using dried figs. We'll just need to add a little more water. You will also need 1 to 2 lemons worth of juice and zest, a half cup of sugar, and a half cup of water. Then for the rest of the appetizer, you will also need 1 teaspoon of fresh rosemary, a quarter cup of pecans, and 1 to 2 teaspoons of honey. And while not entirely necessary, I recommend serving this with some crackers and or a sliced baguette, as well as some apple slices, pear slices, grapes, and or other fruit. This will make about 6 to 8 servings, so just as needed. First we'll prepare the fig jam, so if you plan on making it from scratch, dice up your figs if needed, and zest and juice your lemons. If you're using dried figs, I recommend soaking them in water for at least 15 minutes or so to help rehydrate them. Then in a saucepan, add in your fig pieces along with the sugar, lemon juice, and zest, and water. Bring this to a boil, making sure to stir until the sugar is completely dissolved. Then simmer this over medium-low heat, stirring occasionally and mashing the fig pieces until the mixture thickens and turns jammy, about 30 to 40 minutes or so. Then once the jam is ready, spoon it into a mason jar, close the lid, and let it cool to room temperature before using. Once your jam is ready, we'll prepare the baked brie, so preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and while that's warming up, score the rind of the brie by cutting parallel and perpendicular lines through the top rind of the cheese. Just make sure to only cut into the top portion, since if you cut too deeply, the brie will lose its shape and melt into a puddle. Also, mince up your rosemary and pecans at this time. When your brie is ready, place it into a small cast iron skillet or oven-safe dish, and then top this with some of the fig jam as well as some minced rosemary and pecans if desired. Then bake this for 10 to 15 minutes or until the cheese becomes soft and is starting to ooze out of the score marks. Then once your baked brie is ready, drizzle it with some honey if desired, and serve this alongside your crackers and or sliced baguette, as well as your apple slices, pear slices, grapes, and or other fruit. And with that, your baked brie with fig jam is ready to eat. When thinking of what appetizers I wanted to make this go around, I wanted to focus on appetizers that were quick to make, but I still wanted the recipe to be something that will impress your party guests more than just cheese and crackers. So, for our first recipe this month, I thought it would be fun to do a fancy cheese and crackers recipe. One of my favorite things about this recipe is how quickly you can get it all together. The only time-intensive part is if you plan on making your own fig jam. Otherwise, this really only takes at most 30 minutes to preheat the oven and bake the brie while preparing the fruit and crackers, making it a great recipe to make if you need a quick appetizer to impress your guests with. Speaking of making the jam, for any extra jam you might have left over, I recommend storing it in the fridge for up to 3 months, and you can use it for this recipe again, or for another, or even just for some jam on toast for breakfast. Fig jam can be a bit expensive depending on where you live, so making it yourself is certainly worth it, and by making it from scratch, you can adjust its sugar and flavor intensity to your preferences. In addition, you can adjust the recipe to your liking, substituting or omitting any of the toppings, as well as any of the other accoutrements. Brie cheese has a very mild, creamy, earthy flavor that goes well with a lot of various foods, so try pairing it with your favorite meats, fruits, nuts, and crackers, and you should be able to create a charcuterie board of your liking. But regardless of if you adorn your baked brie with homemade fig jam, as well as a cornucopia of fruit, or if you just keep it simple with just the cheese and some crackers, this creamy, quick-to-make appetizer will be a great hit at your next party. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. In the comments below, let me know how it went if you decided to make it, and let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything you want me to make next. Like this video, share with your friends and family, and subscribe to or follow this channel for more episodes of the Max AC channel. And remember, if you want to stay cool in the kitchen, turn your AC to the max and watch the Max AC channel. Once your jam is ready, we'll prepare the baked brie, so preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh.